Hey everybody, good morning. What's up guys? Hey Solomon, hey Coco. What's up Shiv? Hope everybody had a good weekend. Hope everybody can hear me. I hope so. If you can't hear me, if you see Bear's lips moving and you can't hear anything, just post something over there in the chat. Monday morning on the markets. One thing I wanted to start off with is I did roll over the contract this week, so I just rolled it over. Even though the September contract on the NQ still has some more volume than the December one, you can see it over here in the market analyzer. I suspect when the market opens that's going to change and that the NQ is going to surpass it in volume. And I think that because the ES on their December contract is already surpassing their September contract. December contract is surpassing the September contract. So I suspect that is going to be the same thing with the Nasdaq. Computer's getting a little glitchy here. I think it's about ready to pop up some volume profiles, and it's just having a hard time processing all this stuff. Hopefully it will smooth out here in a second, and I'll get some volume profiles up here. There we go. Man, I saw this thing last night. So here's a month. I'm gonna take off a bunch of these guys. Take this off. So we can look at the monthly chart again. You know, I talked about this last week. I'm not gonna spend a whole lot of time on the monthly chart, but this bearish candle from August, I'm always keeping in mind. That being said, you know, last week was a very bullish week. We can look at the weekly candle on it. You know, we did have a breakout of this downtrend line. One thing you could start thinking about is, you know, we're in this down channel. We broke up to the upside. This is not the best way to draw this. Something like that. It's probably better. We broke out of it. It looked like it was going to come up and pop and hit 14,000. Obviously, we rolled away from it for the last 3 weeks on that. Man, it's hard to believe that's already been 3 weeks. I remember when I was talking about it up here. Anyways, last week was a very bullish week. You know, this looks like a very bullish candle to me. Previous week looked very bearish. It looked like we were going to drop and break lower. We do have the 200 SMA down here providing some support. You know, I think we're at a critical point right here where it wants to go. Are we going to do one of these and push down lower? Or are we looking bullish and we're going to do one of these and push up a little bit higher, possibly up to 15,000? Hard to tell on it. You know, kind of getting a couple conflicting signals where this looked very bearish. You know, is this just a pullback? And now maybe we hit this trend line again and roll back down. I really don't know. So we're just gonna have to trade intraday price action. You know, I wouldn't be taking any long-term positions on it. Other people might have better ideas than I do, but I wouldn't be taking any long-term positions on it. We still are, I would say, you know, in a bear market. You know, lower highs, obviously. You know, we haven't broken higher high. Over here, we did have that little breakout. We did make higher highs. We broke out of that channel. That looked bullish. So maybe it's the beginning of a turn to the upside. I don't know. I wish I could tell you, but right now, the only thing I can do is trade some intraday stuff and try to find those setups coming in intraday. We did have a fantastic intraday setup last night. We can look over here on the hourly when we saw I'll leave it all. Last night, if we can zoom in on this, it's an hourly candle, a little bit hard to read, so zoomed in, but if we can just focus, here was the close on Friday over here. You can see where we gapped up. That's a big gap up. You know, for this thing. It hasn't gapped up in a while on the Sunday open. So a gap up is where there's a gap between the close on Sunday and the close on Friday and the opening on Monday. And that looks like it was, 30 points. So it's not insane, but still significant. I would say percentage wise, that looks pretty significant in terms of relative movement of what this thing's been doing. But anyways, I had that gap up, and then I saw this thing forming right before I went to bed last night, and I was like, man, that's the trade right there at this trend line here. This counter trend line breaks to the upside. That was a fantastic trade setup to take. I was snoozing, though. This is nighttime for me. when this happened. So I think actually I was looking at this candle right when I was about ready to go to sleep, and I thought maybe we'd come down, hit that 20 SMA, and then push up. But those are great opportunities to get in on it. Whenever we're trending like this, just trying to find those 1 hour pullbacks on it and get in. There's another one here. Obviously, I just drew out. So those are always fun opportunities to get long in a trending market. And high probability setups here. It looks like it's Monday morning, so this thing could reverse. This trend might decide to reverse this week. I don't know. We're gonna, Mondays are always kind of tricky to trade. It's like trying to trade the first 15 minutes of the market open. It kind of whips around a little bit, and you can get chopped up pretty easy. So probably gonna have to just kind of sit on our hands and see if we can't find a good setup. I always say that, and the market opens, and I end up jumping into something I probably don't want to be involved with, but that's life. Trying to see if I can't get some technical stuff going on. It's interesting how we can see this level that was resistance. I had several touches on it. Support over here. Now it's acting as support. So this trend line right here to me seems pretty valid. So I'm going to take this off because I don't think that's in play anymore. But I would say that this trend line probably is in play. Coming back down to 12,700. Down here, I suspect would provide some support for it at 700. Your stop would be at 80, so you're looking at about a 20-point stop loss on it. If you decide to take that trade, I don't know. I also wouldn't be surprised if it broke down through this and we came down to 650 down here. I think these are probably your key levels at the moment. 700, 650. That's not a big range for the Nasdaq, to be honest. Hey, STR, what's up, SW Blaze? So, trade setup. Yeah, I might be looking for bearish structure to form. You may not get it. This isn't that far away. This is only 25 points away. This may drop down here in the next 2 minutes. Yeah, so our first support level is down here. You can see we're pushing off of it right now, but the way that I would trade it would just be break a structure back to the upside. So we would look for something kind of like this. This is a little too aggressive for me, but something like this. You can see on the 1 minute how that forms. This bearish structure forms down into a support zone, which is this red level we drew out. Obviously poke through it, but you got to remember this is an ascending trend line. So at the time, this was where that trend line was. Price comes down to it, and then as we break that structure, we break the structure, comes back, does a little pullback, get on that pullback and take it up. Of course, this is pre-market, so want to keep that in mind. You could also, trade the break of this. What is it? There's several levels down here that I think we've got. This is pretty tight for the Nasdaq. 700, 690, and then down here at 650. So, if it began moving down aggressively, which I don't think it will, because we're already positive 600, positive on the day, and we're in a bullish uptrend. So this all, everything's kind of pointing to the upside. What's up, Vernon? But if it did want to, pull back and you broke 690. Again, guys, we've rolled over our contract, so I'm trading the December contract, and just in case some of these numbers don't look the same on your chart, I would suggest rolling over. But you guys do what you're comfortable with. If you don't know how to automatically roll over a Ninja, you can post a comment there, and I can tell you how to do it real quick. Automatically roll over all your charts. Yeah, Parashiv, if you're bearish on this thing, if you're bearish on this thing, I'd be looking for the support to break in 90 and take it down to 50 or even 56 maybe. Like this, you can see it down here. Like, this zone down here, 56 to 57. I think that's probably a pretty solid pocket to try to pick up, like right down here. Taking this drop. If you were bearish on it, I don't know. I find myself not wanting to counter trade it these days. So I may just be waiting for that bearish structure to break back to the upside, but I can also see that being a trap on a Monday morning. So what's up, Nico? That's how you automatically roll over your contracts. Micros, yeah. I mean, I'm doing this. I'm doing this second 25K eval with Apex. They've got this 80% sale going until tomorrow still. So hey, what's up? It's Dave. Oh, sorry, I sneezed there. I hope you guys didn't hear that. So I've got like $300 left to go, $240 left to go. Really, I need $300 on it. I already passed the other one, but I got to trade. 4 more days. I got to trade this week on it, I think. Yeah, it's still 80% off. It's still 80% off on it. I got the coupon code. You got to use a coupon code to get it, though. Where's my coupon code? I can never find this thing. They always, the other prop firms gave me easy to remember codes, and of course, Apex gave me some random string of digits that I've always got to find. So you got to use this coupon code. Yeah. Yeah. Hope you don't need it either. Your charts are not updating at all, even after I did rollover and reset. Well, if that's the case, then you just need to manually go in. Just come up here and type in 12. Take out the 9 and just type 12 and hit enter, and it'll update to the new contract. It's just if you're like me who has multiple charts, then it's easier to do it with the automatic rollovers. It'll automatically roll over everything. But if you don't have that, just manually do it up here in this window chart, right up here. Here it is. Here it is. You just gotta type in 12, and then hit enter, and it'll go. We can see this bearish. We can see the supporting trend line here. If you were bearish on it, I would be maybe possibly interested in taking a short at 16, popping down to 05. But again, we're green on the day. Positive delta. You know. This perform selected update. I don't want to do that right now. Trying to fire a book map. Where did my 5-minute chart go? Uh-oh. The heck? Where'd my 5-minute chart go? There it is. Chris, at what time Wednesday is bookmark? I don't know. Excuse me, I don't know yet. It'll be in the afternoon. I gotta send them an email right now to confirm this, shore this up. How many guys are interested in doing the bookmap class on Wednesday? It'd have to be in the afternoon. Is there a time that works best for people? For everyone, Nico, what time works for you? Is Matt Davies on here? What time works for you if you guys are interested in attending that? I want to make sure that we've got people in there and we don't just have, it's just not like me and the guy hanging out. I want to make sure it's worth his time, and that's also convenient for everybody else. Two hours after market open. Well, that is 10:30 in the morning. I think the afternoon is better. Um, would like 1 o'clock in the afternoon work for 1 p.m. Central Time? Would that work? Or are we shooting for 10:30 a.m.? Because I think he does like a live stream himself. I think they do like their own like show during the market. But I'll shoot him an email right now because I know you guys are all in Europe and that probably works better for you. Yeah, you have to wait a long time to get a payout on that. Market's gonna open in 3 minutes. I don't know. I'd still look for to short it at the 16, but I think you'd have to get at 10. I can just see that being a support level, but it looks like maybe we push up to 50-50 real quick. I don't know. These bands on the open typically hold, so Delta's really coming down there. That does look like it may come down to at least 12, but geez, things kind of moving slow. Matt Davies said a time worked for him. What was his time? Because Matt, I think, was actually really. I was about sorry. I'm about ready to send this email to Bookmap to see if I can do this on Wednesday. He told me a time. Sorry, I'm just thinking out loud here, guys. Market popping up. I think it might want to come up to 50 before it finds anything real significant. Don't want to get on too high on it though. Let's take a peek sees at market analyzer. Where's my market analyzer? The old contract still has more volume, but I suspect that might change at least today. You see that little LVN that formed there at 47. This to me would be a big significant area of resistance, or even all the way up to 70. This reminds me of the Ross Cameron strategy, one of his strategies, I guess. I actually checked that. Somebody asked something about that over on the Discord, and I actually checked that out. Or checked him out because I haven't seen what he's been doing lately. Like he's opened up his strategy repertoire a little bit. Not that, I thought about taking a buy on that. I just see Delta breaking higher. Oh no, I don't have my P&L up. Your P&L. I just took a scalp on that. I think 70 is 67, maybe getting out at. But I don't know. I don't really need to get a grand slam today. You can see over on Bookmap, even though this is this is still the September contract. I haven't rolled this one over yet, but we can still see orders sitting down. Now you can see price pushing off of these up here. I mean, it's tricky because it's rollover, right? So I'm not 100% confident. And as I look at the market analyzer, it's that gap between the old contract and the new is narrowing, but we're not quite there yet. So one thing we didn't look at this morning was what's going on in the economic calendar this week. See if anything's coming up. Take a peeksies. Apply filter, and let's look at the week. Monday. This week. All right. Consumer CPI. Ooh, that'll be big tomorrow. That'll be big tomorrow. The CPI stuff tomorrow. That's inflation data. That'll be big. CPI, jobless claims, Michigan consumer sentiment. God, it feels like it's Michigan consumer sentiment every week. Is time really going by that fast? So CPI tomorrow is going to be big stuff coming tomorrow with CPI. What's up, Kyle? Hey, George. Hey, Tyson. Oh, nice, Tyson. All right, so what I'll do is I'll ask him if he can do 10:30. If he can't do 10, oh shoot, no, actually, I want to see what time Matt Davies, because Matt Davies really wanted to get in on this thing, and I know he works, and I believe he's in the UK. So what I wanted to do here is come over here and I'm free next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday after Euro close. So I guess 10:30 would work. Maybe we could try 11. Which would be my time. So it'd be 12 p.m. Eastern. 12 p.m. Eastern, or maybe we'll shoot for 2 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, I've got so much other stuff going on. I should have organized this last week. I did reach out and we said yes, we'll do it, and then we just never nailed down a time on it. And that's honestly my fault. I've just got a million other things going on. It's a nice little push up there. It's a weird structure that's building. I mean, I think if 19 breaks, you're looking for it to come back down to 05. But I don't know what I think about this. This looks like it should want to push up again here. You know, we get this counter trend, the ABCD pattern, 2-bit legged pullback. Boom, boom, boom. Trend line, we break the trend line, maybe come up to 75. But something about it just doesn't look right. I think part of it for me is I'm looking at the volume profile. We have this low volume node that it's coming into, but I think it's probably going to push through that. If I didn't have volume profile on here, I probably would be, oops, I hit the mic, be looking to take a long on it, but I don't know. I don't know if I need to really push my luck on Monday morning. I did tell myself that I was going to, let it move around a little bit. So yeah, it does feel a little heavy design now. Oh no, Kyle, I'm sorry to hear that. I remember those days. How old your boy, girl? I don't know. Son? I was gonna say son. I don't know why I assumed it was a son. I don't want to say kid. I feel like kid is so like, I don't know. Kid just always sound like, how old's your kid? Like it's like it's an annoyance. Yeah, you're getting that push up now. I suspect it would come up to 75. Probably the top of the band here. 73 might be a good target. Again, you don't want to get too high on it though. You could buy it here. It could roll right back down to 32 and then pop back up to 74. So I think getting in on this counter trend breakdown here was the trade on that. Just didn't get it. 3 girls. Wow. You have 3 girls, or she's 3? 3, a girl. I think that's what you're telling me. 3, a girl. I remember those days. Yeah, I'm like the old uncle now who's like, there we go. Again, that push up to 74. I'll be getting out at 74. You can see over here on the 4-hour, we've opened up all the way up to 12,840. Got you, Kyle. Thanks. I'll be careful of it up here. I feel like it's going to want to give you some pullback. How's the audio quality on this thing today? I got a new mic, arm mic thing here. I'm professional now. I got it right up next to my mouth. It's okay. Crisp as fuck. Great. Yeah, my sound hasn't been great for a while. And I realized that my mic that I have wasn't actually the one that OBS was using. It was using my webcam mic. I was like, mother effer. And then I had like a mic stand that I had like fiddling with the keyboard with at the same time. Keyboard and the mic stand were like fighting for space every morning. So now I got this mic on, and then I had like noise gate on. Yeah, I don't know. It was just all over the place. Yeah, this looks like a buy right there. Boom, buy it. I'm not going to. I don't know why. I'm not doing it because we're right at the top of this band here on the 1 hour, and I just don't need to particularly either. You know what I mean? It's like, so the other thing I was thinking about with these Apex things is once you finish your 10 days and you pass your profit target, they automatically send you the contract and everything like that, which is nice. I appreciate that. But if you're trying, what I think I might do on this is keep this one and just try to make the $200 or whatever I got left on it, and not get it today. But what I'll wait to do is get funded with my other account, knowing that I only have like $50 left to make in this one, or $20 or something like that to make in this one, and then just hit the other one super hard, like the first 2 days, just hit it super hard, and not trade with any fear. Just knowing so that I can come back here, make $20, and then have this one activate at the same time. So what I don't want to do is have two active ones and have to. I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm just thinking out loud at the moment. I may pass this if something really good sets up, but I don't feel the absolute need to push myself to take any silly trades. Which is nice. I mean, it's nice not to have that pressure of all of that. Feeling the pressure to make $300 or something in a day. Of course, I'm not making any real capital except what's ever in my TD Ameritrade stuff. But that's okay. Sometimes it's good to take a break. I feel like I was trading so bad for like 2 weeks. It's nice just to take a break from that. Just get like a mental reset on it. No, not really. So ACFNC, what they do is they send you a contract and they tell you got 48 hours to complete it, to sign everything, and then you also have to pay like an $85 or $90 fee to get your funded account going, and they say that's for data fees and stuff, but that's bullshit. They're just making more money on you. You can get a non-professional data feed for like $10, $15 from anybody else. So that's all BS. They're just, trying to squeeze a little bit more out of you, knowing that you're probably gonna also blow up that funded account, which is sad to say, but it's true. The one thing I liked about Take Profit Trader is that you could, reset your funded account. Now, I think Cesarek actually contacted them to get details on that, and he said it was like up to $700, depending, I think, on the account size, to reset the funded account. So it's not like the $100 reset fee. Oh no, Parashib. There's lots of rules with Apex after you get funded. Still a lot more hoops you got to jump through before you can take a payout. They do pay out though. You can find all their details on their payout scheme over on their website. But essentially, it's all of these ones that say they're a one-step process are essentially a two-step process. You've got to first pass, you pass it in one step, but then I got to make another $2,500 in order to actually start pulling out any real money from the account. So you make the $2,500, and then I think it's $1,000. No, I don't think they actually have a minimum withdrawal. Maybe they do. I can't remember. But then they'll do this looks like a buy as we break this trend line. Just looks a little too tight for me. There it popped up there. And maybe I should have taken that. These are really nice setups, just these little 1 minute pullbacks. Sorry, what I was going to say is you've got to make, yeah, you got to hit the $2,500, and then you've got to, I don't know if you need $1,000 in the account. I don't think, or it's like $1,000 minimum withdrawal, they say. I can't exactly remember, but you got the $2,500, and then anything over the 2,500 you can withdraw. But for the first 4 months, there's caps on how much you can withdraw. So it's like for the 25K account, I think the cap is maybe 1,500 or something like that you can actually pull out. Um, so it's, and then you can't pull out your full amount of however much your cash value is until you get to until you get to um, the fourth month. Sorry, my phone is blowing up here. Until the fourth month, there's more hoops to go through. The one thing about Take Profit Trader, and that's why I wanted to do it last time, it's more expensive to do a little bit. There's also a coupon code for Take Profit Trader in the description below for 40% off. They don't have all these rules for payout. I do think they actually have the $2,500. You have to have that $2,500, I think, in the account. But then once you hit that, you can pull out however much you want. So again, all these ones that say they're one step, they're really two-step evaluations. They just don't have all those rules associated with that second step that someone like what Top Step has or anything like that. You basically get a trade, free reign on it. When you get funded and you try to make that initial $2,500. I hope that makes sense. Hope I didn't ramble too much. Trying to do a few different things here at the same time. Talk about that. Look at this technical stuff. Sometimes what I like to do is just go from the market open, and we can see here we're kind of in this up channel at the moment on the market open. So you don't want to buy the top of the up channel, even though you might be eager beaver to get in on it. It's difficult to find that bottom support. I don't know. Might have to let this thing move around for a little bit more. I can see a short setting up, which is the break of 57 would probably open up a pretty nice short, and I would probably short it down to maybe all the way down to 40. Shit. Yeah, are there a lot of rules? I don't know. Hey guys, I'm gonna take a quick break, and then I'm going to come back. Take a quick coffee break here. I gotta make a phone call. I got other business going on. Keep watching this thing, guys. We're gonna take a quick coffee break. Keep the chat going. I will be back. I'm gonna try to find another trade setup, and I'm waiting for a pullback. I'll be right back, guys. Oh boy, guys. Oh boy. Sorry. Ooh, had a lot going on there. I had to take care of. I apologize, guys, for the delay. Hope we didn't lose everybody here, but that's okay. Sometimes life. You trade so that you can come out here and be on your own schedule. I see a big support area down here at 800. 800 is a low volume node. I don't know. Part of me doesn't trust this, but look at this hourly candle. It didn't just close. It closed a little bit ago. 15. I mean, everything looks so bullish. So bullish. Where does it want to go to? Maybe 12,900. Maybe up to 13,000? 13,000? It's a little ways away, though. 12,900. I think it's probably got another 100 points in it. But this to me down here looks like a pretty decent buy zone. This low volume node, previous area of support. I don't think this volume profile is complete, so I might take a stab at one. No, man. Hey, Kyle. Sorry, man. No, I said that I had to run. I got a phone call about something else. I had to call this guy back about something else. Chat with him. He's like one of these dudes who's like, just chats, just chats. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, let's get to the point, people. Let's get to the point. I gotta get off this thing. So we figured that out, and then my mother-in-law was visiting this weekend, and she's heading to the airport, so I was saying goodbye to her. And just stuff you got to do. It's a beautiful day here in the Midwest, absolutely gorgeous. Fall is in the air. College football started last weekend. I was at soccer games. My oldest son had games. I coach his team. We won. Came back from a 2-0 deficit at half. Came back and won at 3-2. Got a goal in the last probably 2 minutes of the game. Awesome. Kids were stoked. I was going crazy. I still feel like this is a support zone. You can see this low volume node here. Let's see what it wants to do down here. So, I think the ES is rolling over. Ooh, sometimes I avoid the chat. When I'm about ready to jump into a trade, I usually try to avoid the chat. It might be. I saw this last week as price broke through these LVNs. We dropped. But I don't know. This 1 hour looks so bullish. And you can see that LVN really clearly on the weekly volume profile. Whopping $10 on that. I realize I need to wait for this trend line to break on the 500 volume. See what it wants to do. Dang it. Missed it. Your stop would be down here at 9 probably. So you got about a 4-point stop. Yeah, you'd be out now. Those 1 minute closes. Well, I will tell you, if this breaks up at 1650, that thing should pop like a mother effer. Do not copy my trade. You will lose money. This is probably going to come up, spike me, pop down. I would take it up maybe up to 20. Jesus, it's only 6 points. That's how you know you're trading a sim is when it's so jittery. What the heck is going on with this? I need to get out of that. Something's going on with Ninja Trader. I would have gotten my take profit on it, but I got out because it's acting just odd. It actually gave me a loss on this one. I mean, I got a point, but the executions are weird. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Maybe something's going on with Rhythmic. that looked like a pretty solid trade up to 20. I mean, not the best. I mean, it's 4 points. Not like amazing. I'm trading the NQ. Pretty low P&L down there, huh? 61. It's not a big range today. I mean, it's really not. I mean, this trade here, break, I got it at 16. My target was 20. 20. It's 4 points. It's just not a lot. It's not. It's summer. It's rollover. It's everything. Is it summer? It's not summer. It's September. What am I talking about? Not summer anymore. Up now. Yeah, mine too. Dang it, I should have held on to that stupid trade. Here's my entry down here. I got out for a point. And it was weird because when I got in, price, I had a buy limit order here. And I don't think price was even there yet, and it filled me. And I know there's usually some delay on stuff like this. This thing's going to rip up. But, that's unacceptable. I think it may come up to 12,900 today. Maybe another 70 points in it. Try to find another pullback to get in on it. I don't want to buy the top of this thing here. This was a great setup though off this LVN. Dang, that LVN really just passed me by. That would have been a great trade. Mm. I saw another trader did a video. Sometimes when I get bored, I just look on the YouTube. I go down the YouTube rabbit hole, which I think everybody does. And he did a good video about taking a loss. How do you handle losses? And although this wasn't a loss, it kind of felt like a loss because I got out too soon. But his thing was like, you should be grateful that you understand your trading strategy, you understand your trading setup, and just because you take the loss you shouldn't feel bad about it. You should be thankful that you've got a strategy or at least an understanding of what's going on. When I first started trading, I couldn't figure out. I didn't know I couldn't figure out why every time I got in, the price moved immediately away from me. I felt like somebody was messing with me. I read all I did all the courses. I read everything I was supposed to read. I'm following all the dumb patterns. I've got auto chart stuff. I've got everything. I'm just executing so poorly. Speaking of that was a pretty poor execution. And I couldn't figure out why, and so knowing now why, knowing, what the market's doing, you should be grateful for that. Or not knowing what it's doing, but having a better understanding, I would say, of what you're trying to what you're trying to trade. I got out there. That thing wasn't going. That was a stupid trade. I do think it's going to go up, but we're getting a little bit of a pullback here. I got to get in a better price. Very sluggish today. What time is it? 9:20. Should be moving a little bit faster than it is. That's for sure. Taking another stab down here at it. Getting at the 20 SMA on the 1 minute. I think we are going to stretch this out up to 50-ish. I got out there because I didn't see Delta really moving up with it. That's not to say we aren't going to pop on it, but I think back down here at this low volume node, 800 is a really good spot to get in. See what it wants to do here. Still here, guys, just watching this thing. I think we're going to just grind up, and before you know it, we're going to be at 900. It's just like, where do you get in on it? Tricky. I think the zone down here at 800 is probably a pretty good place to get in on it if you're looking to get long. I bought it a couple times. I bought it here, and then I just closed out here as it dropped lower on volume. Bought it again. I could have held it a little bit longer, but yeah, I think that this zone down here at 800 is probably a pretty good spot for it. If you got the patience. Yeah. Profil. Yeah, you still got to trade. I would just trade the micros, and what I do is I can show you. I've got to take a trade this morning too. On a different account that I pass, what I do is I just trade the micro. I come in here, I set an ATM strategy, 10 tick stop loss, which is just like $5, 20 take profit, which is just like $10, and I'll just take a little scalp on this on something that looks like a real quick setup. You could even short like, now that I'm looking at this with nothing on it, it looks like 15 would be a real quick scalp to the downside. It's counter trend trading, but what was I going to say? I don't really care if I take a loss or not. I mean, I don't really need the P&L. I'm just trying to take a trade to count today as a trading day. So this is I'll make sure I'm in the right account. Yeah, this is in the one that I already passed. So I'll just put a stop loss there. I think that if this support breaks, you probably can get that pop down to 5, but I wouldn't take one. I wouldn't take that trade over here. And a couple reasons why is because I'm actually looking to buy down here at 3 at this level. And I don't want to take a loss on my active evaluation. On the other one, on this one that I've already passed, I don't really care if I get a winner or a loser on it. I'm just trying to clock today as a trading day. But just looking at this on a naked chart, I mean, it looks like we've got. I don't have a drawing thing on here. Come on, man! I need my drawing thing. We've got support down here, support here. It would probably drop from this level down to this level pretty quickly. And this is also where we have that, oh, excuse me, sorry, hit the mic. That's also where we have that big LVN. So yeah, I'd just be kind of waiting to see if this level wants to break. Now it could come down here and do a false move and pop back up, but this is just kind of trading support to support. So I don't know. We may not get the set. I mean, it may not go through. It may not even trigger. I was looking for something else. And to be honest with you, I could just jump in here and hit, a hotkey and have it pop one way or the other. Not really care too much about it. But it's got to move quick. I mean, if it comes down, get 15, and then pops back up, it would just trigger me out, and that's fine. So there, I took a loss on it. Oh, I don't know. It's on $6. So you can see, but it doesn't really matter because I'm still above my profit target. So you see a $6 loss on it. And this is the other account that I'm working on right now. I hope that makes sense. And now I get to not worry about that account. Check that off my to-do list for today. I'm kind of looking for that bullish move, but I am looking for that drop down to 800. You can see this LVN we got marked out here down at the bottom of the band on the 1 minute. Man, I would love to see it drop down to that LVN on a nice little counter on a nice trend, form a trend line. Drop down here, give me a nice bullish candle, and then buy it on the way up. But I don't know if it's going to do that or not. It's kind of what I'm waiting for, though. Just watching this, guys. Maybe you could have gotten at 12 on it. It's not the worst spot to get it down here at the bottom of the band on the 1 minute, but 9:30, so you got lots of time in the market. Oh yeah, Profitable. You got to do that, man. Required. Good luck at work, Kyle. Thanks for joining us, man. Appreciate it. Still looking for that drop down here. Go long. Watching this thing, guys. Maybe a setup here. Maybe the setup. Big long wick on the 1 minute. Got out there. I don't know why. I do know why. This looks so bullish. I think it may want to give me a little bit better pullback, but let's see how this 1 minute closes. If we close above that 20 SMA, it's looking deceptive. And the only way I can describe that is it just doesn't. I just feel like we had like this little breakout over here too, no follow through. This one should go, particularly in all this volume, but I don't know. I just feel like we're about ready to get rolled down to like 19, something like that. I just don't know. It's just my trader spidey sense. Yeah, no follow through on that. Now we're coming back down. Like, I still want to be close. Even though I had gotten this trade at 24, you would need to get out at 21 at the break on this candle or the break of the 20 SMA. But I still would think that this, 800 level would would hold. It's tough, right? It's tough. Time at 9:04. I keep looking at the time because at some point volume's gonna run out. Speaking of that, what's our volume looking like today? Yep, the new contracts are passed. A lot of delta dropping. All right. Bunch of orders at 16, it looks like. 53 contracts at 16. Wait, nope, that's the old contract. Ugh, I got to roll bookmap. I forgot to do that. So I didn't forget to do it. I just don't know how to do it. I got to look at that thing. Buyers coming in. You say buyers coming in that area right there. Boom. Buyers. Moving lower. I'm looking for some price action to give me the green light to get in on this. Price action, I mean like a bullish candle on a 500 volume, something like that maybe, or even on the 1 minute. Let's see how this 1 minute's going to close. Got a bullish, a little bit of bullish. I'm waiting on this 1 minute. If it's not bullish, I'm not getting in. It's not what I want. It's not what I want. I had this market analyzer up because we can see 199, 190. You can see the volume past it. No, it's just moving lower. 20 SMA on the 5-minute perhaps. We can see here though, as it's moving lower, Delta's just holding. Delta's like, I don't really care if you're going lower. Hey Oliver, I usually put my stop. So if I got long here, my stop would just have to be here at 89. I mean, you could even put it at 94. You know, a really tight stop there, just below like the previous candle's close. I just usually put them. My stop strategy would be to put them above or below local support resistance. However, if you ever watch my videos, I'm human and sometimes move them, which is never a good idea. You can join us over on Discord after the live stream. People still I will still call out some trades over there when I see them set up. But usually after 10-ish or something like that, market kind of starts to die down a little bit. And I usually need to go. Oh, thanks, Oliver. I usually need to go just take a break, walk around or something, get some sunlight on my face. Ooh, just watching her. We've come to this low volume node. There's also a support level down here. We are looking really bullish on the day. You know, I wouldn't be looking to short it. I'm honestly looking for the trend to break back up. We're in this 5-minute pullback, but the other thing you gotta realize is that we had a chance here to go up on it, and it just failed. So sometimes when price doesn't do what it should do, it's a good sign that it ain't gonna do it. That we might be shifting here, but I might take a stab 13 long. I think that if this 13 breaks, we're probably going to want to pop up to 22. Might get about a few points on it. That would also be breaking the 20 SMA. But I need that level to break. And I'm actually going to take this off as I see Delta dropping lower here. Ooh, maybe I'll put it back on. This looks like a nice bullish setup, actually. What I would expect to happen is the 20 SMA break here, and then we get this move up to maybe 27 or so. But I might get out closer to 19 if I get filled. It's moving so slow. It's painful. I might take this off and just call it quits. I don't like how this is moving. It's just tick, 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 tick. I don't like it. I'm going to call it quits, guys. That's going to be it for the live stream this morning. About $100. It's about, trading one contract. I'm not really trying to. It's Monday. It's Monday. I don't think I'm going to hit a grand slam today. CPI numbers coming out tomorrow. It is going to be moving the market. It looks like rollover is now initiated and official. So if you have not rolled over your contracts, you definitely want to roll them over. As the week goes on here, volume will quickly move over to the December contract. So make sure you're trading that. You can also see down here on the ES how the contracts have shifted. Man, this does. Gosh, I kind of want to go long on this here. Kind of want. I don't know. I'm going to take it off. There's no need for me to trade this. There's absolutely no need to trade it. I'm $120 away from getting another one of these 25K things. I don't need it today. So I'll wait for a better setup. I don't like the way it's just ticking. It's just too slow. I need to move faster. I need to break that and really shoot up. And, it may go here. It may go. There's the trade. You can see the break resistance. It might pop up maybe to 24. But that's just a thought. And I don't have the patience right now to sit here and watch it try to do that. Delta's move. Ooh, see, there it goes. Pushes down. I don't like it. I don't like it. It just looks nasty to me. I'm getting off this thing for reals now. Hop over on Discord if I see anything else over there, or if I see anything else setting up. I usually will throw up a screenshot of the setup I'm seeing or key levels. Discord's completely free. You can just go over there and join, and then there is a channel that says September 12th, 2022, and that channel will have all the trades from today. Or any setups or anything that we got going on today. This does look like it's going to move up here. Best of luck if you're going to keep trading this thing. Join us on Discord. If you're new here to the channel, subscribe, like, all that stuff. Any support you guys want to do. We try to keep everything completely free. If you want to do one of these Apex challenges or Apex evaluations that we do, where you can try to get a 25K account or 50K account or 150K account, whatever, there's a coupon code down there for Apex. There's also one for Take Profit Trader. You can check out both of those. Just two different companies offer slightly different evaluations, and each one has, benefits and drawbacks to the other one. You can kind of decide which one's good for you. Both of those coupon codes will save you some money. Take it easy, guys. I'll see you back here tomorrow on the live stream, 8:10 a.m. Central Time. Thanks a lot.